What up? Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Offer of which can be found on Amazon.com. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why some women won't submit to men. What up, John T? Why some women will not submit to men. That's right. Now, if you've been following me for a while, I did a similar video on this probably sometime last year, probably like a year ago. I did a video on talking on a similar topic of this. And I said specifically, if a woman doesn't submit to you, she ain't your woman. She ain't your woman. She's somebody else's woman. She might be the boss woman at her job, or she might be the preacher's woman at the church she go to, or she might be maybe her friends got her, then hijacked her mind, but she ain't your woman. She's somebody else's woman. If you got to go home every day, or if she comes home every day, and you have to negotiate for everything, if there's all these rules and regulations about why she can't do certain things, and she got to put a time sticker on everything that y'all try to do together, if you have to negotiate for sex, if you have to do any of this stuff that I just named, she ain't your woman. She's somebody else's woman. And that's just what it is. What's up? That's just what it is. A lot of people did not like that video, but that's really the truth. And the reason why I say that is because, see, when your woman goes to that job that she claims she hates so much, she gets in line real quick. She's on her P's and Q's at that job. She ain't trying to negotiate nothing at her job. Whatever the boss says, that's what goes. She's very submissive at the job. But when she comes home to you, she can't submit to you for whatever reason. And you know why that is? Because she doesn't respect you. That's what it is. That's the real deal. She doesn't respect you. And, in order for her to respect you, 9 times out of 10, first off, she got in a relationship with you with the wrong intentions anyway, So a lot of times, even if you try to rehash or rekindle the relationship and try to steer it in the direction where you really wanted to go, man, it's going to take you a lifetime to do that shit. My goodness. That might take you 5-10 years to bring her around at that point. And you gotta make probably double your income, and probably gotta jump through hurdles and do all this craziness. And she's still gonna leave you. She's still gonna leave you. I know guys that go through this, guys that go out of their way to please the woman. She ain't never happy. She's always whining and complaining. Every time they try to do something, they'll just, whatever she wants, they'll do it. It's never enough. And they'll go through that little ride up and down. They'll go through that cycle for 10, 20 years. And after 20 years, she'll be like, oh, I want a divorce now. The kids is already gone. You'd be like, I just wasted 20 years, 20, 30 years going through this roller coaster. And now she wants a divorce, and she wants to take half of all my money, resources. And I live in the state of California, where they can take up to 80%. And And I'm supposed to be cool with that? I mean, look, you were you were playing a loser's game from the get-go. You just didn't know, because like I said, why you can't get the same respect that she gives her boss when she goes to the job? All I'm saying, why not you? That's the question I always had. Why not you? You mean you don't deserve the same respect or similar respect? The job is the money. You're right, John. But even if you get the money right, she still ain't gonna respect you, because the whole relationship is built on conditions. see, some people will say, well, a lot of women will say, reason why I do what I do at my job because I got to get paid. But that's not necessarily true, because a lot of these women are not getting paid a lot of money at their job. They're getting paid peanuts, scraps. So we know that ain't true. The reason why a lot of these women are very submissive when they go to their job, because they like being around a certain group of people. We got to be honest with this. We got to be real. It's not really all about the money all the time, because I remember when I first went in the Navy, and a year later I went to San Diego, and I went to LA, and you had certain women that were just hanging around certain groups of guys just for GP. It didn't have nothing to do with no money. It didn't have anything to do with anything that I thought. They were just happy to be around these guys because it made them feel good. It made them feel important. So these guys were running through them. I mean, it was like a doorknob. It was really kind of sad, because I'm like, these women weren't getting anything out of associating with these guys. They were just getting ran through like a doorknob. I mean, I'm like, I never seen at the time, I'm 21. So I never seen anything like this before. I'm from South Carolina. I'm from the Myrtle Beach area. So I never even been around women, so many women in one area, like that. So I'm kind of naive. I'm green. So it's like, when I'm looking at this and having this experience live in the flesh, I'm like, shit, these women up here are either stupid or, they just don't know what they're doing. They're hustling backwards. So it's not just about the money all the time. Sometimes you got some women just like being around certain guys because it makes them feel good about themselves. They feel important. It's, if you really think about it, it doesn't make any sense if you really think about it. But hey, man, a lot of stuff don't make any sense out here. But people still are going to continue to do it anyway, regardless of how I think or what you think. And that's just what it is. But you have a lot of people out here will tolerate stuff that they shouldn't have to tolerate. It's like, I don't know. I think a lot of times, a lot of guys feel like they can't do any better, or they didn't put so much time in with one woman. The idea of being with another woman is like, that's too big to think about. How can you use a man spot this? How can you spot disrespect? Man, it's like, most of the time it's obvious, bro. I mean, if you got to negotiate for everything, if you got to ask for sex, come on. If you got to ask for sex, are you serious? And she tell you she got a headache? Or she tired? What? Are you serious? Bro, I haven't had to ask for sex in 15, 20 years. What? If I have to ask, let me tell you something. If I have to ask for sex from a woman today, we ain't supposed to be together. You got to go. Somebody got to go. That's what it is. I mean, it's just hilarious. We ain't supposed to be together, bro. Come on. Come on, man. Hey, I bet you a lot of these women, when they start hanging with these celebrities, these rappers and entertainers, you think they gotta ask? Hell no. I mean, maybe some of them have to, some of these guys are tricks, no doubt about it. But the majority, hell no. Hey, let's take Prince, Michael Jackson, I don't know, Jay-Z, any of these guys, even some women. You don't gotta ask. Please. It's ridiculous. Ask for what? Man, let me tell you something. When I was in the Navy is probably the closest thing to being a celebrity. And anyone that's been in the Navy that follows me on this channel, they'll co-sign that. The Navy is the closest thing to being a celebrity. And let me tell you something. When we used to go to these towns, cities, countries, all over the world, when we get off that ship, it's on and popping, baby. I mean, you ain't really got to do that much talking. All we had to do is put your hand out, say, hey, come with us. And they was going. Her and all her friends. Everything was understood. It is what it is. We came here to have a good time. You're going to show us around the city. And at the end of the night, it's going down. It's going either at a hotel or at your house. That's what it is. You ain't had to negotiate. You ain't had to figure out nothing. I mean, that's what it was. And anyone that used to be in the Navy with me, or maybe he's still in the Navy, because a lot of these guys that I used to be in the Navy with, they follow me on this channel, so they'll co-sign what I just said. It was understood. You ain't had to negotiate nothing. So when you walk off the ship, I don't care if you was in uniform, military uniform, or street clothes. If they saw us coming off the ship, they know what time it was. That's how it was. Hey, it's time to get served. That's how it was. Just because you're not in the military or of higher status or celebrity, that don't mean you can't become that way. That don't mean you can't build yourself to that stature with that charm and charisma. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. I understand. Because before I went in the Navy, I didn't know. Before I went to college, when I was hanging around these athletes, football players and basketball players, I didn't know. Because when I first went to college at I was 19 at the time, I used to hang around these. If anyone's been following me for a while, if you read my first book, I talked about this. The Chicken's Guide to Having Women Bake for You, Sex, Lust, and Lies that's on Amazon.com. My first book, I talked about when I first went to college, and I used to hang around the football players, and these guys, man, used to basically run through women. And if you know about the athletes in college, a lot of these guys ain't got no money, and they can't receive gifts. They most of these guys don't got no cars. So they basically can't get a job. They can't do none of that shit if they play football. So so what? So the women just wanted to be with them. Period. So these guys will run through these women weekly, and I'm sitting there like, I can't believe this shit. This is ridiculous. This is fascinating and ridiculous all at the same time. Because I've never seen anything like this. I'm talking like it's boatloads of women coming in the apartment, and I'm on the couch, and these guys is going at it with these women. Some guys in the living room, some guys in the back rooms, and it's like 3 rooms in the bedrooms in the back, and in the front you got like a lounge. If you've ever stayed in the college dorms in any university, you know what I'm talking about. You walk in, it's a lounge with a kitchen area mostly, and in the back it's usually 2 to 3 rooms, maybe 4, depending on how big the dome is, or apartments are, I should say. So I'm there sitting on the couch looking at TV. One guy's he's getting a head job, and the other guys is basically having an orgy in the back rooms. So I'm sitting there, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm 19 years old. I'm kind of starstruck. I'm kind of shook because I never seen anything like this. Now I'm from a small town, in South Carolina. I ain't never seen no orgy before. I ain't never seen like 10 women in one spot, like just doing whatever with guys like that. That's, to me, that was crazy at the time. So I'm like, man, everything I thought about women is completely wrong at this point. It's completely wrong, man. I'm approaching this whole thing wrong, man. Because everything that I thought or that I've been taught, 60% is totally in reverse, like counterintuitive to what I thought. So, man, when I went to college for the first time, that was like the biggest learning experience of my life. Really blew my mind. And when I went into the Navy, I just took it to the next level, man. I saw everything from a world view perspective on how the world works. I had a different perspective on how people are being socialized in every country, every city that we visited, So it was kind of like a wake-up call for me, man. Priceless. This is a priceless experience, man. I can't even put a dollar amount on it, man. Really. I wouldn't change it for the world, man. I wouldn't. I don't know if I don't know if I would have become the person that I am today if I didn't have all those experiences. And there's a lot of trial and error back then because I didn't really have anybody to talk to about a lot of the experiences I was having. I just had to figure out on my own, basically. Women are being so dominant that they actually get turned on by doing a man for strap. Yeah, there's some women out there that's like that. That's a BDSM activity. Yeah. It's some BDSM activity. Yeah, it's a lot of women that get down like that. They're taking the manhood. Well, some people have fetishes. They need to be detoxed. Oh, it's too late for that. It's too late for the detox when it comes to women. It's done too far gone. Yeah, it's too late for that. No. There's a lot of women out here. They like taking a man's manhood. They get off on it, man. So yeah, it's a little too late for that. Like taking a manhood. Yeah. It used to be women were very nurturing. I mean, they still are, but it's not as much as they used to be. White and black women are really into the BDSM. No, it's more than white and black women that's in the BDSM. No, these other groups of women, they're into it too. Don't get it twisted. All these women out here are into BDSM. Don't get it twisted. It ain't just black and white women. That definitely ain't true. A lot of these other groups of women would play that role like, I don't do that. I don't know what that is. Yeah, right. They be the main ones. They be the main one with a ball in their mouth. or pin up the butt. You know. Yeah, they be the main ones. I don't do it. With a pin up the butt, or what's that other thing? You know, or a mask with a mask on. Yeah, you know. I don't know if they're the devil, but you know, they're not who you think they are in most cases. I think Satan is the one. I think Satan is the woman. That's funny. Oh man, and some women are evil. You know, that's some of them are evil. Women created racism. No, women didn't create no racism. That's man-made. Those are created by guys. They were slave masters. That's who that was created by. The founding fathers of this country. Yeah, they were insecure beta guys, no doubt about it. Yep. The whole concept of racism, you know, it came from Europe. Beta male and they were racism. Beta. Oh, no doubt about it. Yeah. The whole concept of racism, it came from Europe. And that's why Christopher Columbus came over here. You know, the same people that made it possible for him to come over here, the same people that funded it. That's how it got started, basically. You take over the land, you try to push people away from the land. If you want to take over anything, you got to find a way to push people away from the land or push people away from the resources, mentally and physically. And then you want to bring people over that's going to help you with your agenda. See, some people will say, hey, if I want to take, some people will actually believe that crazy story that they taught you in high school when they say, oh, they brought 40 million, I don't know how many people over here, slaves, then they took over the land. No, it don't work like that. That's stupid. Now you can't, that doesn't make any sense. What they did back in the day is an old military strategy. It's military. They call it military science. I mean, if you talk to most people today that live here in America, they'll tell you that their grandparents will tell you that, hey, I ain't from nowhere else. I'm from right here. I was talking to somebody last week, and this guy, he's like 60 years old, and his mom is still living. She's like 90 years, 88, almost 90 years old. His mom's still living. And I asked him where his mom from. And he said his mom from some part of North Carolina. So then I asked him, hey, where your grandparents from? He said from North Carolina. So so he done a lot of research and history on his family in itself, even before he even started studying world history. So I said, hey, you don't have no trace of your family being anywhere else besides North Carolina? And he said, yeah, that's correct. You know, and so a lot of people already know where their family from. They just don't like talking about it. That's what that is. Even myself, my grandmother just passed away like a year ago. Yeah, a lot of smoke and mirrors. A lot of people will go along with certain things because they don't want to ruffle any feathers or make people uncomfortable. I get it. I understand. But my grandmother passed away like a year ago, and she used to tell me all the time when I was in school. She used to always say, hey, where you from? I was asking, where we from? And she said, hey, we from right here. because it used to be like the word got around after I started taking history class that we were from some part of Africa. And my mom and my grandmother and my great grandmother used to always say, no, we ain't from there. Yeah, so that's, you know, and then after when the 90s came about, late 90s came about, in the early 2000s, that's when the media started really promoting that, promoting that narrative that most African American people here came from somewhere else from the continent of Africa somewhere. They started promoting that narrative like crazy. Boom, 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 boom. I'm talking like every week. Every week you kept hearing that shit over and over. Oh, it pounding that shit in people's heads because they started coming out with all these different programs on television. And that's when the internet started opening up. You had blogs, websites, and they promote that narrative like crazy, trying to basically bang it in your head. They trying to tell you where you from. Forget where you think you from. Forget where you know you from. Forget what your grandparents told you. They take this. Yeah, we live, man. Yep. It's your first time being on here? We live. Where you from? What, Gabriel? Yeah, Gabriel. Where you from? No, I watch you, bro. Oh, you watch me all the time. Okay. I don't even want to know what part of Africa I'm from. Well, your family's from there? Oh, San Antonio, Texas. Oh, okay. Hey, how is it out there in San Antonio? I never even had small talk with an African. No, we are from here. Yeah, where at over here though? What state? Troy, see that. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, don't. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Troy. So, San Antonio, Texas is a dusty. Yes. Hey, that's near the desert, right? Hey, that's near West Texas. You didn't go here though. That's West Texas, right? San Antonio. And bail up, man, girl. You have taught me a lot, bro. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm glad you got something out of it. Oh, that's South Texas. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never been to Texas before. So I don't. I know very little about Texas. I know one thing. They said, this is what people have said about Texas. They say wherever everything else is going on at, wherever kind of problems that they have, even negative or positive, good or bad, they say in Texas they do it bigger. Everything is bigger in Texas. That's what they always say. Is that true? Is there some truth to that? Oh, that's just one of them cliche type statements. Oh, that's not true? Oh, okay. Shit. So Gabriel, you on you subscribe to both of my channels, the Day Job Bailout Plan and this channel. Oh, so that is true, Happy State. Hey, have anybody on here ever bought any of my books? I'm just curious. I know some people have, more than likely. Yep, just wanted to say I've been married for 22 years, and these women sometimes be way. You married for 22 years? Congratulations, man. Texans are being more like Californians. Really? I don't know. I can't say. I never been there. Not yet, but I get paid next month. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the Texas vibe like, man. I never experienced that before. Yep, but I can't wait. Oh, hey, did you ever leave a If you ever bought any of my books, do me a favor, man. Leave me a review on Amazon. I want more reviews. I know a lot of people have bought, but I haven't gotten a lot of reviews. Yep, but I plan on getting. Oh, got you. You did, John. I appreciate it. Figure out a way to reward people for leaving a review. Yeah, I got to think about that one. Some offices do that. Yeah, I know. A lot of them do. Shit. I don't know. But I do check her. She get right in all the women respect power. Yeah, women do respect power. That's true. So what's the population in San Antonio? Respect. So women respect violence. And you know what? Some of them do respect violence. That puts fear in their heart. So you have a good point there. Yeah, what's the population like in San Antonio. I went to a baby doll strip club in Houston, Texas, but they only stripped the panty and pants on the ripples down in Trinidad. Here it is. Birthday suit high. Yeah, some states, the laws is different. Some states they can't get naked. It's like here where I'm at, they can get butt naked here. But in North Carolina, um they gotta have the top on or the bottom off or the top on top the or either or. They can't be completely naked. They gotta have the top on, bottom off, or top on and bottom off, either or. That's how that is. So different states got different laws. But here where I live, they get butt naked. Shit. But personally, I prefer the bottom to be off. Yeah, I'm a butt man. I like them all, but I really like the butt. You know. Let's see. 1/3 white, 1/3 Latino, 1/3 Asian, some black people. Oh, okay. So I got a melting pot in San Antonio. ATL got the best strip. Yeah, Atlanta. I think Atlanta got the best strip clubs. I would agree with that. I need to visit Atlanta again. Let's see. Yeah, come on down, Chris. Come on down, buddy. Hey, you know what, Chris? Uh, uh. I'll talk to you about that later. Where you at? I'm outside Atlanta. New Orleans, they get naked and slaying pussies for the pay. Yeah, they do that here too. Houston and Austin got the hottest Asian girls. Really? I didn't know that. What's the Asian population like? Is it what, Koreans and Vietnamese or Japanese, Chinese? What's the group of Asian girls like? No, Austin is up and coming town, right? Like tech town, or they on the rise. Is there some truth to that? Why won't women submit? Why won't they submit? I ain't got that problem. That's good. You don't got that problem. Lots of Vietnamese, Chinese, Indians. Oh, okay. So a lot of East Indians there. East Indian women. I like East Indian women. Yeah, East Indian women are very cool. You hit it off with East Indian women like ASAP, like 5 minutes. Now a lot of women don't submit, man, because a lot of times they not really into the guy in the first place. They have bad intentions, and everything's based on conditions, and it's a bunch of bullshit. Basically, it's lack of the lack of respect for the guy mainly. Austin and Houston is strong in tech. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Houston was up there either. But I know Austin. It's very expensive to live there, right? I've heard people say some of the apartments there is like 3,000-4,000. One bedroom. That's true. I'm like, God damn. What do they think this is? New York? Or San Francisco? Love the show, gotta get back to work. Keep it up. All right, man. Take it easy, John. The people who live there are even in tech, oil, or politicians. Oh, okay. So they got that paper to spend. All right, John. Take it easy. Appreciate it. They got that paper to spend. Got that oil money, tech money, and them politicians. making deals with each other. Plus, man, I did a video today on my Patreon talking about how women see men. And this has a lot to do with why women don't submit to certain guys. And it's really across the board. Really. And what I was talking about in this video on my Patreon, I've never really heard anybody talk about it. I've never heard anybody really talk about it to the extent that I did today. Lots of it is spent, and they are still all races. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Just because you get some money, that don't mean you ain't gonna experience some form of discrimination, and racism. That's gonna happen. A lot of people think that. A lot of people think they think if they got the money, it's all good. No, it doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Whichever group of men can make other men fear them most have their. Hey, that's a good point, Happy Station. It's all about respect. It's all about power. It's all about who you with, who you rocking with, who you rolling with. Yeah, they're gonna have the women by default. If you got the money, the power, the respect, the backing, yeah. People puts fear in other guys' heart. They'd be like, hey, can't say much about him. I know they'll do something to you. And they don't have to do it to them. They don't have to do it directly. They'll make a phone call and you get missing. That's how the real world works. A lot of people, I see the title and was like, I see that. Yeah. A lot of times, man, a lot of people don't really know or can't believe how vicious some people can be. And Bud Water was talking about that in this video about Canada Day. What he was talking about? Exactly. You have to get power. What, talking about power, money, power, women, and that all. Yeah. I mean, getting money, that's a good start. But it's gonna take a collaborative effort and a lot more than just money for you to really live the life you want. Money is just a good start. Because it's like, look at some of these celebrities. Let's take T.I., for example. T.I. is a nice guy. I met T.I. like twice. He's a nice guy. But T.I. still can't live where he want to live here in the Atlanta area. There's certain things he just can't do. He's going to get blocked out. They're just not going to deal with him. And he got the money to pay, and he got the money to pretty much live and buy and do whatever he wants. And he still don't get no respect. Now, he get respect around us, or around where he grew up at, but outside of where he grew up at, he don't really get no respect like that. I mean, they'd be like, okay, come on, and we'll try to, swindle you out some money or whatever, or use you for your celebrity status so we can piggyback on what you have to our benefit. Now, they'll try to do that, but it's not going to be a win-win situation majority of the time. He was saying how if you're a black man, you can have all the money and the white fellas won't sell certain things to you because you're black. Yeah, that's real. It's like T.I. You have all of them. He got the money to pay and do whatever, but it's like, you know, they just ain't gonna sell to you. And even certain neighborhoods here in Atlanta, there's certain, like, it's like a certain neighborhood, like in Decatur here, you can't move in there. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You can't. That's why they don't want blacks having money, because then we'll start focusing on power instead of just money. Because once you have the money, your vision becomes clear on the power. So, yeah, exactly. Once you get a taste of making a lot of money at some point, if you keep striving for it, you're gonna get a lick. Something's gonna happen. And so once you get a taste of having it, and once you try to do stuff or reinvest your money, or maybe travel somewhere, that's when you're gonna see it. You're gonna be like, damn, I got the money to pay, and I'm still getting mistreated at this restaurant. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. I mean, you can be going through the airport, at some airport, getting on the plane, or you might be on the plane, and you're still being mistreated. So I'm like, yo, what's the problem? I got the money to pay. You know, what's the deal? T.I. collaborating with my real estate, J. Morrison shut down the restaurant. Yeah, I remember that. They shut down the restaurant Houston. I remember that. So like, we have to unite for the cause. No doubt about it. Yeah, you know. But that restaurant Houston's, Dan, they've been doing that shit for years. I've heard about that for years, man. Yeah, it was just, personally, I've never been there. I've been to the restaurant. But I've heard about it like for years. They just ran across the wrong person. And, but a lot of these people, when they go to these restaurants, they just accept the mistreatment. But I don't. I get the hell up out of there. That's how I roll, Yeah, what's up, Happy Station? Really, what? And it took someone like Jay Morrison to shut it down. Yeah, it took somebody like Jay to shut it down because some people are just not going to put up with that bullshit. Yeah, some people just not going to put up with that bullshit, But you got some people who just tolerate that shit, I mean, it's been a lot of places that I've been where I didn't like how I was being treated, or maybe it took them too long to come to the table. They're walking by the table, like 10 minutes go past, and I still ain't seen a waitress yet. So I got the hell up and I hauled ass. I'm not putting up. I'm not paying no money doing no shit like that. And then I'm looking at other tables that the waiter is going to, and they just got it, walked through the door, and they walk up to the table in less than 1 minute, less than 30 seconds. And I'm still sitting there like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, I'm out of here. I'm gone, baby. I have zero tolerance for bad treatment. If I have to pay for bad service, shame on me. Shame on me, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. That's why I'm like, I usually kind of don't want to receive bad service or miss any type of mistreatment if it's with other people, because most of the people that I roll with, they like to work out some shit, call the manager over and all that. I'm not doing none of that. I'm out of there. Period. I'm not called. I don't want to talk to no manager if I'm getting bad treatment. I just want to get out of there. I don't want to, I just don't want to pay for bad service. As black men without kids walk away from black women, they're going to legalize pedophilia so black women can continue to create black male bodies for white people that mistreat them. Yeah, they taking pedophilia out of that the DSM book. I heard about that. Happy Station. I hate eating out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of eating out as much as I used to. Nasty people in the restaurant. That's why I try not to eat out a lot at a lot of these places. I might drink a beer or two, but I try to stay away from the food unless I'm just hungry. They discriminated against Jay and his crew, so he dealt with them using all influence and rap. But yeah, they gave them bad press. And a lot of these restaurants, a lot of these businesses, a lot of these corporations, if you don't know this, they don't want no bad press. That's to them, that's very embarrassing. That's bad for business. Eating out as a black man is always a bad experience, even when food and service. Yeah, it's not, like I try to not eat out very much. I don't do it very, very often anyway. I mean, if anything, I'll drink a beer or two at the most. That's it. And you got a lot of nasty people that work in the kitchen. They go to the restroom, don't wash, piss, and sit on the toilet, don't wash their hands. And I watch some of these people when they go to the restroom. So I know. And I know people that work at these restaurants. So I know how nasty a lot of them can be. If you're a woman, they'll go to the restroom, sit on the toilet, grab the tissue, wipe between the legs, and get up and walk straight out the door. Don't wash the hand, nothing. Nasty, man. Don't buy any clam chowder to do. Wow, man. Evil boy genius. Did you see that video on the guy putting the same food the customers eat by the dumpster? No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that at Red Lobster. I didn't see that. When the video came out. When that video came out, I didn't see it. Well, who shot the video? That's the first question. Now, who shot the video? Where did the video come from? Was it a Red Lobster video or somebody asked? I mean, how'd they get the video? Who uploaded the video? That's a question that I want to know. I would like to know. Yeah, I don't even go to Red Lobster as much as I used to. Yeah, I remember at one point I used to go to Red Lobster like once a month. I stopped doing that. Once I moved here, I stopped going to Red Lobster. Where I used to live at, Red Lobster used to be right at the red light. Right around the corner where I used to live at in Charlotte. So I had easy access. Once you see that video, you won't go out to eat ever again. Man, was it that bad? Oh, shit. Yeah, just like I said, before you got here, Evil Boy Genius, I don't eat very much food when I go to restaurants. I try to stay away from it. I'll drink a beer or two at the most. Yeah. I'll drink a beer or two at the most. That's it. You know, I try to stay away from a lot of the restaurant food because a lot of people that work in there in the kitchen is nasty. They don't wash their hands, pissing and sitting on the toilet. When I worked at Sonic in Texas, I never ate fast food ever again. And this was back into it. Well, fast food ain't worth a damn anyway. Let's just be honest. Let's call it what it is. Fast food ain't good for nobody. Fast food ain't good for your dog or your cat if you got one. So, fast food ain't good for nobody. I mean, matter of fact, I can't tell you the last time I ate some fast food, to be honest. I can't tell you the last time I ate some fast food. I try to, the only way I'll eat some fast food is if I'm on the highway traveling or something like that, where I just don't got no choice. I have to be hungry for that shit. It has to be like just McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. And I'll go to Burger King. I'll take the path of least resistance. I'll take I'll take the path of least resistance. I know Burger King McDonald's is the worst. KFC is probably just under McDonald's. Burger King, it's a slower kill. I'll take the path of least resistance. The system is set up now to where you have to be a low life to have a child, especially if you're a poor black person. Well, I mean, kids are very expensive anyway. So if you're gonna have any kids, boy, I tell you, boy, you better get your money right because you're gonna need it. But most people don't do it that way. Most people have kids. Most people get pregnant in America, it's like an accident. They're just having fun. And then the girl get pregnant, like, oh my God, I'm throwing up. I was throwing up last night. I feel sick. And she'll go have a pregnancy test and it says, oh, I'm positive. Yeah, that's how most women find out they're pregnant. It's usually like, have morning sickness. I don't feel good. I'm kind of dizzy. Or they throwing up, something like that. They'll go take a pregnancy test. Positive. That ain't the best. That's the worst way to make a baby. And now nobody got the money right. He barely getting by on his job, and she's struggling on her job. She ain't living from paycheck to paycheck. She's living from credit cards to credit cards. The guy, he's living from paycheck to paycheck. So these two people, the majority of these people are bringing kids in this world. That's how it usually happens. But me personally, once I get my paper up, I'm relocating to Southeast Asia and live my life in fucking peace. Southeast Asia? Why are you going to Asia? Where in Southeast Asia? Being a parent is overrated. Why you say being a parent is overrated? I don't think being a parent is overrated, bro. I think being a parent is the hardest shit ever. No, it's an accident for me, guys. It's a come up for the woman. He said, how many kids you got? Happy Station. Some of these bitches in living from John to John. 18 years investment with no reward. Well, not for the woman, but for the peace of mind. I have no kids. Thank you. Well, 18 years investment with no reward. Well, the reward is to pass down your resources and the family legacy. the next generation. That's the reward. The reward is to have a legacy to pass down to the next generation. Yeah, that's the reward. He said 18 years investment with no reward. The whole purpose of having kids, I'm just telling you how this whole family structure and marriage thing came about. You know, marriage is for the wealthy and the rich. It was all about the family. And the whole concept was to have kids, have a family. You have kids because you know you're not going to live forever. You know, when you get old, you're going to have everything set up in place so you can pass everything down to the next generation. That was the whole concept. Yeah, that was the whole concept. Now, see, marriage was never for the working class. See, that's the thing. That's why so many people are failing today with marriages, because it was never for you in the first place if you're working class. This Vietnamese girl wanted to have my kid, but thank God it never got to that point. We both agreed we should be super careful. Well, what happened? What you mean? What? Why she wanted to have your kid? I'm just these kids do not appreciate anything. A lot of them don't appreciate anything. So why she wanted to have your baby, Happy Station? Why you? You must be a special guy. I met a couple. Yeah, the parents shit is over. Now I met a couple women that were like that, but when they start talking like that, man, I got nervous. I met a woman, man, that I knew if I'd have took the condom off, man, she wouldn't have cared. And then she came out and said, "Hey, if I got pregnant by you, it wouldn't necessarily bother me." And she said, "My dad, it wouldn't bother my dad either." I said, "Oh shit." Shit. The love bug bit both of us, and yes, I was that special guy at one time. Truthfully, I still am, but they were fucking me up because the economy and racism. Oh yeah. Yeah, it takes. Hey, but you know what? Hey, do you want to have kids one day? Or does that woman, does she want to have kids one day? You know, Vietnamese and blacks used to get along pretty well at one time. Okay, for the most part. Oh, yeah, Vietnamese. You know, one thing I gotta admit to this. I don't know what it is. Maybe y'all can come to the conclusion why this is. I'm telling you, every time I meet a Vietnamese person, male or female, man, I'm telling you, that conversation is so smooth. It's like we've known each other all our lives. Tell me if that's been your experience. Anybody, Happy Station, anybody. I'm telling you, it could be a woman. I don't care if we're in an office environment, a bar, club. I'm telling you, every time I meet a Vietnamese guy or woman, that conversation is like we've known each other all our lives. Man, I'm telling you. I don't know what, maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I'm trying to tell you, man. You know, I'm telling you. It was a Vietnamese girl at the bar when I was watching the Super Bowl. Yes, we're with two really cool people. Yeah. Maybe because they won the war. Something. I don't know. You know, I don't know. And they fought back. They won. They didn't surrender. Like they didn't surrender like these other countries. It's because of the Vietnam War. Yeah, I guess so. People respect those who they've seen fight in the war. Vietnamese people have the most respect for blacks. Plus, blacks are the main people against the war. You probably right. Maybe I should think about living in. Hey, Vietnam. Oh, there's another thing about Vietnam that I didn't know. Vietnam is the number one place for vets. The number one place for vets that live there. I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that until 5 years ago. But they saw how blacks were treated during the war. I don't know. I don't know why a lot of veterans move there. I mean, these guys are retired. The majority of them retired and go there. But then you got some of them that do a couple years in the military, and they'll get a job there, and they'll never leave, man. So I'm like, yo, there's something going on over there. No, it's not Thailand. No, Thailand is up there, but not like Vietnam. These are not into bleaching their skin. Like, no, that you're right about that. Thailand is I think is number one for bleaching the skin. Even Thailand or China, either or. You know, I talk about when I first went to Thailand, man, I could not find lotion without no skin bleaching in it. I thought that was the craziest thing. So I'm walking around Thailand, in the streets of Thailand, looking for some lotion because I'm all ashy and everything. And I'm like, yo, what? I can't find no lotion without skin bleaching cream. This is crazy. Even in the hotels, man. You go to you get a hotel room, and I made a mistake too. So if you go to Thailand, hey man, got to be careful. A lot of the lotion in the hotels got bleaching cream in it. So I'm in the hotel putting the lotion on my skin and shit. I'm assuming it's regular lotion, right? And a couple minutes later, I started burning. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I looked at the lotion, because on one side it's in English and the other side it's in the Thailand's language. So I'm like, oh shit. So I went in the bathroom, basically washed all of the lotion off me so I could stop burning. It's crazy. South Korea is the skin bleach capital. Oh, South Korea is it? Oh, okay. Michael Jackson, man, that went there for his skin. Maybe he did work with an Indian chick from there. Oh, you work with an Indian chick from where? Thailand? You mean from Vietnam? Yeah. So I agree with I think being that it had something to do with them winning the war, and I believe some of that has to do with how they see us. I believe that, and a lot of hey, you know what? A lot of Vietnamese women, hey man, they be thick, man. Yeah. Yeah. Good blowjob. Yeah, I got some good ones. Got nice lips. Yeah, the Asian women be thick, man. Yeah, the Vietnamese women be thick, man. I'm telling you. Got a nice body. Yeah. Yeah, most of them do, man. But you don't see a lot of Vietnamese girls, though. You don't see a lot of them. You like black chicks? Of course I like black women. You don't see a lot of Vietnamese women, though. In so-called SoCal, you do. Well, I've never been to I never been there. Now hold on. Where at in Southern California? I mean, I've been to San Diego. I've been to LA. But it's like where at in San Diego? It's in the San Diego. Where at in San Diego? I mean, I used to hang out downtown San Diego a lot. Go to Houston, San Diego, Little Saigon, Westminster, Riverside, Irvine, Orange County. Oh, okay. Okay. They are in the Bay Area. Oh, then, yeah, I heard about them being in the Bay Area. Yeah, I've never been to the Bay Area. Yeah, I've heard about it. But they're not on the West, they're not on the East Coast very much. Like, I mean, like South Carolina, like here in Atlanta, it's not a lot of Vietnamese people compared to like Koreans and uh Japanese. Yeah, it's a lot. There's more Koreans probably than any place. Koreans and Chinese more than anywhere else. You know, I feel most encouraged the race. Well, they got their little they pick up their little bad attitudes from people in the dominant society. Vietnamese people said they had to go to a few countries before making it to the USA. Oh, really? I didn't know that. All cultures have racism except for black culture. You're right, Happy Station. Most, I'm not gonna say. I think I'm gonna say when it comes to the culture, the discrimination and the how they function is embedded within their culture. You know, they might not have some of these groups of people don't have any power. You know, they just they're allowed to do certain things. That's all. White have racism, others have colorism, blacks have a little colorism. Yeah, and the colorism thing is kind of overrated when it comes to blacks. You know, it's kind of like overrated. You know, it's because I know some of these people that Jack and Jill and a lot of these Boule people. The colorism thing is kind of overrated. You know, a lot of people have written books and you know about it, but the people that I know personally, it's not really that serious as much compared to these other groups. I work at the Department of Social Services, and many Chinese folks coming in from Medicaid. The women are more aggressive. The women are more aggressive as far as what? Just trying to get some services? True, but I've never had any light skinned friends. I never had any mulatto friends either. Well, yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's because you don't have any light skinned friends or mulatto friends. You know, I mean, I don't have a lot of friends, period. But, I got associates. I got people that I hang around that's light skinned and mulatto, but who cares? You know, Chinese women can be aggressive. Yeah, Chinese women can be aggressive. So a lot of these women, you might hear a lot of women that say stuff like, "Oh, I would never date a black guy. I would never date a white guy. I would never date a Latin guy." A lot of these women will say that, but if the economics is right, and if the timing is right, and if it makes sense, they will do it. You know, I see why the Japanese dominated the Chinese because the Chinese are more slick and smooth and clever than the Chinese. Yeah, the Japanese are more passive aggressive, and Chinese they're very kind of bold in your face. They don't really care how you feel about what they say and what they do. The Japanese they like to keep the harmony amongst people that they associate with or people that they're in the company with. Chinese people don't really care about harmony that much. You know, if you're not Chinese, forget you. you know. Now, there's always exceptions to the rule. You know, if depending on your status. See, Chinese people, they tend to focus more on status than Japanese people do. You know, if you're a person of high status, the Chinese person will roll out the red carpet for you. They don't care who you are. And if you're colorism is a big deal too when it comes to Chinese people. You know, so that's pretty much how that is compared to the men. They hush to tend to dominate aggressive culture. Let's see why. Compared to men, they hush to men when they try to communicate. Talking about Chinese, I notice passive aggressive cultures tend to dominate aggressive cultures. Well, sometimes it happens like that because they try to be slick about it. So that that happens. Yeah. Man, the Chinese guy online, all they talked about was how small his penis is compared to the black guy. he got a small one. Can't work the middle because the thing too little. Oh, it's the opposite. Are you serious? Yeah, the guy was so insecure. Yeah, a lot of these guys have the penis penis thing going on. You know, they think if they're not packing, they can't measure up. I've heard a lot of guys talk like that. They think if I've heard guys will not if they find out that a Japanese girl or Chinese girl or Indian girl or Korean girl or even a white woman, if they find out that she's been with a black male or she's dating a black male or slept with a black male, they will not go behind her. There's a lot of guys that's out here that's like that. All right, peace out, Gabriel. I seen like 9 like women can't wait to get old so they can sleep. Yeah, there's a lot of non-white women out there that's like that because when they get old, it doesn't matter. Feel he can't satisfy. Yeah, there's a lot of guys out here that's like that. They want to approach a black woman because they feel like they can't satisfy her. I'm gonna get that book, bro. All right, man. Just leave me a comment after you finish reading it. I'm curious to know what you think about it. Gabriel, peace out. Yeah, tell me. You know the crazy thing is, man, is most of the stuff that I write about, I never talk about in video. The black women actually have big pussy even when they are virgin. No. I mean, if you're a virgin, it's gonna be tight. And even some women that have had that's been with the same guy for a long time, more than likely, if you get with them, they're gonna be tight. Well, I haven't hooked one yet. Black women actually have big pussy when they. Oh yeah, that's it. Right. Well, everybody ain't hanging like that. everybody ain't got it like that, Happy Station. Most of us do, but some of us don't. There's no absolutes. I just can't date interracial. My guy has to be very dark complexion. Well, I hear you. I've tested the waters in the past, you know, just spending time with different groups of women, but when I was in the Navy, especially. But after that, I pretty much date black women. That's it. You know, black women. Every once in a while, I might go on a date with an Asian woman, but for the most part, most of my time is spent around black women. Yeah. Mm. It's difficult with black women because if they are not fat and they think they are fine. Uh, are not fat, they think they're fine. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I like fit chicks, but not, but this fit. Fit. Well, you like slim women? There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has their own preference or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I forgot. Follow me on Instagram. I forgot about that. Yeah, everyone has their own preference. You know. I mean, I like all kind of women. Slim. I like them. I like big butts. I like all size. Now I just don't like women that are too skinny, too slim. I'm talking like anorexic type slim. I'm talking like she might be 5'8", weigh 110 pounds. That type of slim. I don't like that, man. That's too skinny. Somebody like I can't name anybody that's that's too skinny. No celebrities that I can think of. You can twist their body around. Why do people make it seem like it is only black women are fat? Well, other groups have their own perception of what fat is to them. Like somebody like Beyonce, she's fat to most other groups of guys. That a lot of that comes from the media. That comes from, you got models on the walkway, and they showing these people on television. They're showing women on television. You got movies, you got shows. So that a lot of that stems from the mainstream media. So that's their perception of how they think a woman should look for them. Because you have to really think about it. If the longer we tend to the longer we look at something, what we stare at the longest, we tend to want it. We want to pull it close to us. So that's what it is. It's like if you go to this, like when I use myself as an example. When I went to Japan, and I realized after about a year that I probably wasn't going to be able to meet a lot of black women over here, right? So after about a year of being in Japan, I felt like shit. If ain't too many black women over here anyway, so either I'm gonna talk to these other groups of women, or I'm gonna be sexless. So it's like I'm forced to date Japanese women to a certain standard based on my perception. So I'm started dating the thicker Japanese women, the one with the big butts. Because it's like they were like an alternative to what I liked before I moved to Japan. So I started seeing more and more of Japanese women that had big butts, and the longer the more and the longer I stared at these women, I wanted them. I wanted to talk to them. I wanted to get to know them. So that's the same thing that happens when it comes to television. what you stare at, what you look at the longest, you want it. You want to touch it. You want to talk to the woman. It's hard to submit to a man that can't take care of her, let alone themselves. If the man can take care of the woman and is kind to her, the respect is there and it is easy to submit. Yeah, sometimes it happens like that, you know. Vanessa. It happens like that. The woman is gorgeous. Vanessa, you are correct. Yeah, that happens like that. But then check this out, Vanessa. Sometimes it doesn't matter what the guy does. She still ain't gonna submit to him. That happens too. Now, non-black women get butt implants. Yeah, a lot of women are getting butt implants. A lot of women are having plastic surgery too. Yeah, I saw that. I started seeing that shit like 10 years ago when I was in California at the time. I started seeing girls with getting butt surgeries done. Why I started seeing white women getting it done like crazy. And when I saw that, I was like, oh man, this shit is gonna change out here now. These guys are gonna lose their minds. I think to attract like man, attract black men what? No, I'm like, oh, I get black plants. Oh yeah, I think yeah, I would think so. If it's a non-black woman that get butt implants, I would think that is because she wants to become more attractive to black men. That would make sense to me. I could be wrong, or maybe it's for she want to be more attracted to Latin men. I don't know, but I would say it's either or. Yeah, I would say either Latin men or black men. That makes sense to me, especially when she starts to get older, like in the 30s, mid 30s. Let's take a white woman that's like early 30s or mid 30s, and she's not getting checked. White guys probably not checking her out like that. A lot of them will put on some weight, and their thighs might get big, or they might go in the gym and start working out. And before you know it, the brothers and the Latin guys are checking her out. I've seen white women do this. Didn't you live in Japan before? What's your experience on dating a Japanese woman? Japanese women are cool for the most part. Some of them are just like any group of women living here in America. Some of them are cool, some of them are not. Some of them are passive aggressive, some of them are trifling, some of them are, just like any other group of women, basically. Some of them will take advantage of you, being that you're a foreigner and they know you don't know certain things. I mean, just like any other group of women, basically. Some of them discriminate a lot. Some of them can be disrespectful. The white chicks want black men bad, but pretend to not want the black dick. Yeah, that's true because it's some white women don't have those privileges like that. And like I said earlier, a lot of us is if a white woman can provide for herself financially, she feels like she can do whatever she wants. So she'll take the leap of faith, so to speak. But a lot of white women, if they know they can't take care of themselves financially, if they know they don't have a support structure in place, they won't take that leap of faith. That's why when a lot of white women get older, they don't care. They don't care. It doesn't matter. So it's like they'll just do whatever then at that point. How do you test for red flags so you don't get trapped getting a crazy woman? All you have is time. That's all you have is time. As far as in order to see red flags, you have to spend time around a woman. That's really it. See, because once you get to know, once you spend enough time around anybody, they're going to tell you who they are. They can't help it. Yep, snow bunny was, and I don't want them because I breed myself out for my kids. And the Italian chick at work went crazy for this Trinidadian guy. She told me, so I said, invite him to her apartment and get that dick. What did she say when you told her that? I caught you on Apple Mac. What's up? What did she say when you told her to invite the guy from Trinidad over to get her some? Did she do it? She asked me if all black guys have big dicks. No, everybody ain't packing, but he might be packing. Watch your reaction to other people. Yep. She asked me if all black guys have big. Yeah. She got scared. Why? She's afraid of the unknown. She's afraid of the unknown. Oh boy. Scared of other white women on the job would find out. Yeah, like I said, like I said before, a lot of times they're afraid of what their friends, their peers would probably think. They don't have that support structure in place, so they won't take that leap of faith. And how old is she anyway? Yes, every black dude packing. So let me think that. Appleback. And I found out he was banging two already. Oh, he already smashing two of them on the job already. Okay. But how old was she anyway? How old is she? Is she's an older woman or what? 40s, 50s or what? $38? Okay. She's a little older, Like let me tell you one thing that I've like experienced. Younger white women, they don't play around. They don't play around, boy. She's divorced. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, younger white women don't play around. They're not gonna be. They won't be so nervous or scared like an older white woman would. Like her, for example. If you take a white woman that's like 28, 25, 28, or probably 21, she'll jump on that thing. You don't play around. That's what I've learned over the years. If you tell a 28-year-old white woman the same thing you told the 38-year-old white woman, she would have gone, done. It's a wrap. Social services have a lot of women who are backed up, not getting any service. Yeah, I guess. A lot of women are backed up out here. Believe it or not. A lot of guys think women get good sex out here. A lot of women, there's a lot of sex going on out here, but it ain't no good sex. That's hard for a lot of people to believe. Not many guys, all the brothers are cleaning up. Yeah, but women are not being fulfilled out here like they should be. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of women choose their partners well. I mean, I don't know. They're not being fulfilled. I don't think anybody should have bad sex. regardless of how old they are, how young they are, man or woman. Black men again catch hell at Starbucks again. Hey, yeah, what happened to Starbucks, the incident? I don't know. I heard people talking about that like on the radio. What happened exactly? A lot of pretty women backed up because guys don't talk to them because everybody think they already take. Yeah, a lot of guys are intimidated by attractive women. Really push out a new video. Yeah, what's up? What happened with these guys at Starbucks? What they went to jail because of what? What they got arrested for? Apple, that is true. What they got arrested for? I heard they got arrested for nothing. From something basically. These women are just racist and white males are. Some of them are. That's what being black. Man. Yeah, I basically it wasn't no good reason for them being arrested. I heard they said somebody called the cops. Somebody at Starbucks called the cops, and they wanted them to leave. But they said the guys weren't doing anything. They were just sitting down, just like everybody else. A group of guys sitting down like everyone else, basically. That's what they do at Starbucks. People stay in Starbucks for 8 hours, the whole day. It's taking up the internet space, basically. Doing nothing. Yeah, I have been celibate for been celibate for 8 years. Why? They wanted to use the washroom, and the cashier, I think, called the police. Oh, they didn't buy anything. Man, most people that go, everybody that go to Starbucks ain't buying shit. So that's bullshit anyway. They were waiting on someone, and I've been in these Starbucks as a black male, and I'm thinking this could have been me. Well, I don't fuck with Starbucks really. So I don't, you know, I don't drink coffee anyway. I mean, but don't you have to buy something? Yeah, I mean, I would think you. I mean, I went there before. I usually buy tea, but everybody that go there, I've seen people that go there just for internet access. I've seen this with my own eyes. Everyone doesn't go to the counter and buy something. I mean, if when I go there, I do. I buy tea. I don't drink coffee. I look at it like if I go to a bar, I'm going to at least get a beer. That's just me though. But I know everybody that goes to the bar or goes to Starbucks ain't buying shit. So that's not true. They were sitting in Starbucks waiting for a friend, and the guy asked to use the bathroom and the restaurant paying. The restaurant for paying customers. So that's how they got started. They should have asked for water. Yeah, water that maybe would have. Yeah, I guess they could have asked for water. I don't know. Maybe that would have made a difference. Who knows? Starbucks allow people to sit in there and use Wi-Fi so stores will always look busy, and it helps them make money. Yeah, people sit in Starbucks all the time, staying there the whole day on the internet. It's ridiculous. You're probably right, Happy Station. There just happen to be the only black people in the place. Free Wi-Fi, even if you don't buy anything. Yeah, free Wi-Fi. I know I didn't buy anything. Even white folks in the place came to their defense. It was so messed up. Yeah, it's like, I mean, there's been times where I went to Starbucks. I didn't buy shit. The person that's with me, they bought the coffee. But if I go by myself, I'll buy tea. You know what I'm saying? So everybody ain't in there buying shit. That's not true. Most people are in Starbucks, free internet access. That's why they're there. Now I know a lot of these places that you go to, there's a different protocol for different groups of people. I understand that. There's rules, there's written rules, and then there's hidden rules. So I understand that. I understand this. or stage. My attention was these days. I don't know. Probably, maybe it was a stage. Who knows? The white lady is the one who recorded the whole incident with her phone. Oh, what did she record exactly? Well, see, I haven't seen the video, Apple Mac. What was recorded exactly? How long was the video? Is it short? If it was short, I'll take a look at it right now. White lady, I bet you a white woman or Latino call police on that. It's all on YouTube. Okay, 8 minutes. Oh, that's kind of long. Yeah, they never they never knew who called. They never said who made the call. That's the thing. So so what's gonna happen with these guys? What's they gonna get an attorney or what? Yeah, but which employee called? They never said who called. You just can't see myself sitting in a restaurant not doing anything, not ordering. Me either. I can't sit in a spot and not buy anything if I'm by myself. Me personally. At Starbucks, I've been anti-black. I don't know if Starbucks ever been anti-black or not. I don't fuck with it like that. They got an attorney. Okay, I can't if they are free. If I'm a millennial, yeah, I don't know if So they got an attorney. Okay, I would get an attorney too if I were them. What? Hey, what the CEO said? I know he probably said something. He do a lot of interviews, so he didn't say anything. That's bad press. You guys don't like bad press. They were shocked. He apologized. How's he gonna fix it though? On the Starbucks had already apologized and wants to. Oh, he want to meet them. Really? And he live in outside of Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. Shows you how racist right is. What do you want to meet them for? What do you want to talk about? I hope he gives millions and not lip service. Starbucks stores, yeah, but I think they did start. I think the founders still live in Seattle too, if I'm not mistaken. If I were them, I would still sue. Hell yeah, there gotta be some compensation, no doubt about it. That's anti-woman. If you sit around doing nothing, women won't be attracted to you. They think you're about your business. That's hilarious. Me and them hoping they don't sue. Well, maybe you could be right about that. Maybe he's trying to talk them up or not soon. I don't know. Or maybe he's gonna make them an offer. Who knows? He probably wants to give them a check. Them shut up. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true too, Apple Mac. Oh fucking man, bro. They already fired that Starbucks manager. Oh, the Starbucks manager got fired? But what about the person that made the call? Did they get fired? What does the manager look like? We don't know what the manager looked like. We don't know who the person that made the call looked like. You don't know no names, no nothing. So that tells me they're being protected. They're hiding their identity. Exactly, Happy. They're hiding their identity and they're being protected. That's the thing. See, we know all the guys. More than likely, you know all the guys' names that went to jail, but you don't know the names of the other people. That's the thing. Teens just sit around. These dudes look ways and how you should be on anything, and then chill. That's what's hooked up. They better be careful before T.I. and Jay Morrison show in the house and shut the down. Oh, that's funny. Shut them down. Shut them down. Man, it's cold out here, man. It's 40. Man, it's almost 30 something, 30. It's almost 30 something degrees out here, man. It's crazy out here. It's springtime, man. It's 30 something degrees out here, man. It's crazy. It's April, man. It's crazy out here. No one should be treated like that. Yeah, I agree. Stop with the coon shit. Are you in Atlanta? Fruit booty cow world. Yeah, I agree with that, Happy Station. What the hell is this? San Francisco, the train, he said, yeah, I guess. If you're asking to use a restroom, then use it and go. If want to chill, then buy something. Yeah, that's what I would do. You know, I mean, if I'm by myself, I just take it upon myself to buy something, and I just do my thing, and I get up out of there. You know, that's just me though. You know, some people are different. Some people like going there, Starbucks, staying there the whole damn day. You know, I'm not gonna do that personally. You know, but just got to be careful out here, man. You know, just got to be careful out here. It ain't never fair. It ain't never fair, man. You know, it ain't never fair. It ain't never fair. How do you feel about black children learning deception at an early age? Uh, I mean, what's the intent behind it? It depends on what's the intent behind it. What do you want them to use it for? That's what I say about that. Yeah, that's what I said. It depends on what the intent is behind um being deceitful or teaching your kids to be deceitful. If you're mastering it for, you know, if it's for some type of purpose, something that's productive, something that's not going to hurt people or sacrifice people in order to achieve whatever you want, I disagree with that. But if if it's used for to see the intent behind most things, it could be, for good, you know. It's just like if I have something that I want to sell somebody, sometime I might have to manipulate them into buying whatever I have. But I might have good intentions behind it though. You know what I mean? Shit may back taunt you and seeking employment. You all right? Be careful. Yeah, that's used to achieve. Yeah, yeah, you can say that about anything. If I have kids, teach my kids to be deceitful. Teach them to be angel and devil. Well, I think everyone can be deceitful to a certain extent. They can be, but it just really depends on your intentions. You know, it's not smart to just train your kids to be a saint angel. You set them up for sabotage by the devil. Yeah, I mean, I think kids today have to be well rounded. Not everybody. Now, most people that I grew up around, they're not deceitful at all. They're usually direct. I think the deceitful thing, especially being passive aggressive, um, the other groups of people or other groups of women mainly, they're very passive aggressive. You know, and that's how I think most of them were raised and socialized to be. You know, yeah, being direct. It it really depends on. I think it depends on where you live and depends on the people that you're around. That's what I think most of the time. And there's a time to be direct though, unless you are a life coach. Kids today are way smarter early than we. Oh yeah, kids are way smarter than we were. Way smarter, hands down. Dad always said to me, "Trust but verify." No doubt about it, John Carter. That's a good point. Yeah, but kids are way smarter than we were. Plus, you got these indigo kids out here today too. Geniuses, man. Oh my God. These indigo kids out here that the indigo kids are the kids that a lot of people think they're crazy. The school system tried to minimize them or demonize them. Indigo kids, geniuses out here today, man. Media are raising these kids so you can go look at pictures online, so fake. Yeah, these indigo kids, boy. Oh my God, genius level intelligence. Indigo kid, these are the kids that they said they are artistic type kids. That's what they call artistic type kids today. A lot of these school system is on. Yeah, school system is garbage. Yeah, they call them autistic, but they are. Yeah, the school system will they'll have a kid that's autistic will have a hard time going through the school system. That's the first sign that something different about this kid. Because what happened in the school system, if you can't keep up with the rest of the kids, or if you ask too many questions, you become a problem real quick. Yeah, yeah. So they'll probably put the kids on pills and drugs and shit, Ritalin and all kind of this garbage. And a lot of parents will fall for this bullshit. But it's not wrong with the kid. He's just bored, number one. He's just not interested in this bullshit that they're teaching in school. And all kids learn differently. Everybody learn differently. And people, they tend to things that they're interested in, they tend to learn much faster and they enjoy doing it. Umar Johnson talks about that. Yeah, Umar does talk about it. Smart children are a threat to yeah, you're right, Happy Station. They are seen as a threat. You're right about that. And you have a lot of these kids, man, they're smarter than the parents. They have to tell the parent. They have to tell the parents to relax, calm down. Yeah, ADD was manufactured. Yeah, there's no such thing as ADD. That's a bunch of nonsense. That's crazy. You know a lot about stuff that we did. Yeah, ADD. That's a bunch of nonsense. When I was growing up, they used to say, your kid, he's hyper. That's it." And then the '90s came and they started saying, "Oh, you're ADD." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? Get out of here!" Yo, he good with numbers. That's a good. That's the first. That's one. That's a good sign. You know. Now I ain't never been to San Francisco. Yeah, some of these kids, man, they programmers. They like making these apps like easy, like easy peasy, man. It's like they make it so easy. They create very creative. You know, the parents don't even know what they be doing most of the time. If you ever go to San Francisco, I always check for the Adam's apple. I probably won't be going to San Francisco no time soon. I don't have a reason to go there. I'll keep that in mind, though. I used to live there. It's a strange city, but I like it. What's so strange about it? I used to live in. Teachers don't know how to equivalate him because he doesn't show what he really knows. Well, the thing about it, if you're in you, as soon as you start asking too many questions, you become a problem. In most cases, so it's just a tough situations for a lot of kids. It's just tough for a lot of kids. South Hills has a lot of beautiful Korean women, really, and beautiful Chinese women. Well, yeah, a lot of them tech companies there. So a lot of women like working in they like working them type of jobs. So I'm not surprised. A lot of these companies, if you go to, you're gonna see a lot of Korean women, a lot of Korean, a lot of Chinese women there. They like being in that type of environment for whatever reason. I don't, you know, yeah. That's what I've seen over the years. They like East Indian women, Korean women, Chinese women. They like being in that tech world. First, there's a massive homeless problem. It's the first time I ever seen people eating out of the garbage. God damn, shit. And it was shocking. Yeah, I heard a lot of homeless people there. I heard it. I've heard this for years. Uh, LA too. Those type of women are highly programmed. What type of women? Type of Korean or Chinese women? Highly programmed? If that's what you're talking about, I agree 100%. That's what makes kids so smart because they ask a lot of questions. Adults do not ask a lot of questions because adults are punished more severely. Yeah, I think that has a lot. That's a good point. Happy station. No homo, but Asian women are not attractive. Well, you know, everybody's not attractive to every group of women. Different stroke for different folks. Okay, got you. Common sense. Yeah, there's some Asian women. I don't think they're attractive to me. Like for example, there's some the Asian. I'm gonna give you a example. A lot of the Asian women that white guys are attracted to, I'm not attracted to at all. You know, that's because you haven't seen any attractive ones. I was there from 97 to 2006. You obviously haven't been to Texas or California. Uh, Asian, Asian women are hot. Yeah, there's some. But a lot of, but you know what? Indian women don't get enough credit. Get enough credit for what? I agree 100%. So, yeah, Vietnamese, Filipino. What Indian women don't get a lot of credit for? One thing about a lot of Asian women, they don't age well. That's something that's you know, that would concern me if I was settling down. If I was getting married to an Asian woman or in a relationship with an Asian woman long term, they don't age well. Some do, but most of them don't. It's not in the genes. Indian women, Indian women, they age well. Yeah, they had more melanin in their skin, so that has a lot to do with it. Indian women are some straight bitches. A lot of them, that's just talk, man. That's just talk. They talk shit just like some black women do, or some Latin women do. You know, they just got a mouthpiece. That's all, man. Sometimes you gotta talk them down, man. That's all. You gotta mac them down. I've ran into women. I ran into all kind of women that talk, but you just gotta know what to say. That's all. They are bigger bitches than Chinese women. Uh, well, I haven't. You know, I haven't been around a lot of Chinese women, so I don't. I can't. I don't have. I can't talk about Chinese women very much at all. Indian women are beautiful. Yeah, a lot of them are beautiful for their beauty. Yeah, Vietnamese women, Thai women age the best. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Hey, Sharp, you know about the untouchable shit in India? Yeah, I heard about the untouchables. Are they still around? I heard about them like they have a lot of history, but they still around. They still got like next generation or whatever. I remember I met a Vietnamese high school teacher who was in her 50s and looked like she was late 20s and she was beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot of, like I said earlier, a lot of Vietnamese women, man. They're very attractive, man, and they easy to talk to. You know, that's been my experience. I work with my mini and the pretty girls. The husbands run shit at home hard, bring the check to the husbands. You still on? Yes. Yeah, I'm still here, John. Hell yeah, it's a cat. Yeah, they got the caste system. Yeah, that's everywhere. European women be all over me at my job. Yeah, John Carter. Yeah, yeah. When I used to work at Bank of America, man, this was like an everyday thing. I mean, it's like because it's like when they see your face all like at 5 days a week that I used to work there, they get comfortable with you. So they feel like they can say stuff, make passes at you. So yeah, that was like I got used to that shit. I kind of had to get used to it. But I never slept with none of them women though. Never dated none of that shit. 'Cause, I don't mix my honey with my money. At the end of the day, women are women. Yep, for the most part. I don't mix my honey with my money, baby. That's how I get down. You like that? Honey. Yeah, I got that from an old lady like years ago. John Carter, be careful what they gonna. All right. Well, you got to be careful with these women at the job. I've seen guys get fired because of like fratting, like dating women at the job. Because you got to think about it like this: if it goes bad at your job, which is a pretty high rate that it does go bad at your job, and when it goes bad, you're going to be out the door, and it's going to end up being your fault because there's a double standard. Well, Spanish chicks, well, Spanish woman like what? Puerto Rican or what? Mexican? What? Look, they're just a subset of a black creation, basically. Basically, I need a Latin woman. You can get one easy. They're easy. You find a Latin woman right down the street where you live, brother. Don't tell them that. Well, they already know it. All you gotta do is talk to her mom, or no, talk to her grandparents. Talk to her grandparents. They know what time it is. Talk to her. Well, depending on how old her mom is, if her mom in the 40s, 50s, 60s, they know what time it is. El Salvador, Guatemala. Yeah, I know a woman I got a good friend that's from Guatemala. She's about 54 by now. So she know what time it is. The first time I went to her house, she had black statues everywhere. She had pictures of her relatives that were darker than me. And then she was like, "Oh, yeah, I know." When I was looking at the statues and the pictures, she was like, "Yeah, I know. They're black. I know." If I've ever been to where? No, I never been there. When they get too close, I'll be screaming. Me too. And times up at them and get everyone laughing. Yeah. So a lot of these people from El Salvador and Guatemala, they grandparents is darker than me and you, more than likely. So they already know what time it is. And the crazy thing is, a lot of these people will go to places like Spain. A lot of people. Let's take somebody that's a Dominican person that's from some place like New York, maybe they're from the Dominican Republic, maybe somebody that's from Mexico, maybe somebody that's from Guatemala, El Salvador. If they take their ass to Spain, they can get their wake up call. They're gonna get their wake up call real fast. Because when they go to Spain, see, a lot of these people think that they think that they have something in common with Spain or whatever. And when they go to Spain, they be like, if you don't get your ass up out of here, we ain't the same. All the Latin women have always stepped and say hi to me and talk to me in Spanish. If I'm not, they still feed me and show love and respect. Yeah, these women, the women for the most part are cool. Many don't deal with blacks until they get in the workplace, then realize you don't have to fear black men. Yeah, there is some fear when it comes to that because when they come over here, they go through that immigration system and they look at that video, and they've been told not to rock with us, not to associate with us, through the immigration process. The black grandmother in the kitchen stuff. The Americans seem not to understand that they're black. Yeah, a lot of them are like that. A lot of Dominicans are like that. But like I said, a lot of Dominicans here in America live in New York, Washington Heights. So it's just mostly Dominicans out there. But outside of New York, it's not really like that. They pretty much have to get in where they fit in outside of New York City. And then, like I said, like when they go to these other countries, when they go to some place like Spain, they're gonna get their wake up call. See, they think that Spain have something. They think that Spain have something. They have something in common with people that live in Spain, but no, Spain's in Europe. Spain conquered y'all ass. They stole everything and never came back. Raped, stole all resources, never went back, and forced y'all to speak a language that you didn't have. You know, actually work was from Honduras. And she is Spanish. Yeah, you have to keep in mind a lot of these people, they don't know history. They don't know their own history. They don't know their family history. They are Hispanic, not Spanish. And like there's no such thing as a Hispanic. Let's just keep it real. Hispanic another way of saying it's a European word. You know, that means like you're not black, but you're not really Spanish either. You know, so it doesn't really, the word itself doesn't really make any sense. So if someone says they're Hispanic, they're just really, the word is very confusing. They're trying to throw you off when they say that. If someone say, "Hey, I'm Hispanic," they're really trying to confuse you from off top. They think they're like half Spanish and half indigenous. No, yeah, yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. Basically, then you have some people that are being very disingenuous. You know, they know better, but they're trying to do things to get benefits, or they're trying to go raise their status. You know, you have a lot of Spanish speaking people. They'll change their last name. You know, because they want to go like raise their status in society and all kind of shit. I'm from Jamaica. They're my ancestors, 97% African. Well, in Jamaica, you know, most people that's from Jamaica are actually from Jamaica. You know, they didn't have to go through what we went through here in the United States of America. From I had a Latin girlfriend break up with me because her parents didn't want her with a black guy. Then she dated a Latin guy after me, and he got her pregnant twice. Yeah, that happens, John Carter. When people from Spain see Americans, they think, look at all this loose property walking around. Yeah, a lot of them don't think highly. People in Spain, they don't think highly of these other groups of people that they conquered. They're never going to see them as equal, and they conquered your ass, conquered and raped your ass, and stole all the resources where you came from. Uh, Basically, I am 100% African. Proud of it. Yeah, you should be proud of it. You missed that bullet. Uh, Apple. I missed what bullet? John T. Unless that's for somebody else. Yeah, hold on a second. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. What y'all talking about since I'm gone? Pizza guy break. I don't eat, eat pizza guy break. That's funny. Talking about John Carter. All right, gotcha. Yeah. Spain don't like talking about how the Moors rule them for. Yeah, Spain, they don't like talking about that shit. And you know what? You know what's crazy? People that's from Spain, they know their history. I find that to be very interesting. They know their history, but the people that they conquered, they don't know their history. Like Moors, I don't trust those fools. Are you talking about the guys? No, we're not talking about the guys that's wearing the fez. Julian, we ain't talking about we ain't talking about them. Those, yeah. You eat too much rice, or you turn into chicken. What? Somebody's trolling in here, man. Mojo, what the hell are you talking about? Where are you guys and gal in this chat from? Ain't the Chinese trying to take over Jamaica? Yeah, Jamaica's being colonized. I heard about that. No trolling, my dude. No? Oh, okay. Where you from, Mojo? Where you from, Mojo? What part of Georgia? I'm from Georgia too. I'm not from Georgia. Oh, I live in the Atlanta area too. Where you live at in Atlanta? What area? Let's see if we live in the same area, same neck of the woods. The ATL, baby. Atlanta's based on Moore's laws. Well, yep, you could be right. Mojo, a lot of gays there. And then, oh, you downtown? Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of gay people here in the Atlanta area. No hate. Yeah, I mean, hey man, look, what people do in their bedroom, that's up to them, man. You know, different strokes for different folks. Reason when a nation conquer another nation, they try giving them a new identity. Yeah, because it's like he who wins the war gets to rewrite history. That's how that is. You know, that's how I roll. That's why we're in the position that we're in here in this country. Because we lost. We lost the war, basically. Hard to swallow, but we lost. No gays in Jamaica. That's what my friend told him. It's gays in Jamaica. They just ain't coming out the closet. Now, it's been gay people. Let me tell you, it was gay people that I grew up around when I was young, but they didn't come out the closet. That's all that is. They know better not to come out the closet. They knew better back then, but today, you can come out the closet now, and they passed public policy on a federal level. Still hard for me to see a black guy do feminine, just so I know a lot of women that say that, man. A lot of women say they'll see a gay guy and they'll be like, "What a waste." No, women that say this, a lot of women, believe it or not, there's like a stereotype that women are fine with being around gay guys. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true, guys. A lot of women do not they don't accept that shit as much as you think. Yeah, it's more women for us. If you're a straight guy, it's full of gay. Yeah, Jamaicans, more than likely they got gay guys there. They just ain't coming out the closet. You know, their Villa Ria is. You know, yeah, I know what that is, Mojo. I never been over there though. What the hell is this? How do you feel if I beat a girl? I mean, if you beat a girl, you beat her up. I don't like being around fams, dude. These think they have vaginas. They think they got vaginas. No. Yeah, I guess. I feel you. You know, I might be going to Jamaica for vacation in 2020, looking for places to chill. Thanks to, yeah, I want to go to Jamaica, man. I haven't made it yet. What part you going to? You thinking about going to? John T. I haven't made it over there yet, man. I heard Jamaica is pretty cool, man. Regardless of what people think about it, I heard Jamaica is pretty cool. Yeah, I might be going. Yeah, I haven't picked anything. Okay, hoping to ask around and see what others say. Yeah, real talk, baby. When I first moved to Frisco, I went to this bar with this beautiful Asian chick. Found out it was a dude. People tend to tell me, yeah, you gotta be careful, man. These young boys are way too girly nowadays. Bitches and gossiping like not. Yeah, they're not focusing on the bag. You're right, man. There's a lot of very feminized young men out here these days. You're right about that. You know, you're right about that. Yeah. My rule is if it look too good, it's a dude. Uh, man, they be like that in San Francisco. Man, they made up like that. Apple Mac. Damn. Yeah, I don't. What's up with the skinny jeans, man? I don't understand that, man. Somebody got to explain that to me. What's up with the skinny jeans? I didn't wear my pants tight like that when I was growing up. What's up with skinny jeans, man? I don't know, man. I don't. Why the jeans can't be fitted? Why I gotta be skinny and tight? I mean, sometimes you find a dude dressed like a girl, but like Papa used to say, none of the. I don't know how they are moving. Yeah, what's up with the skinny jeans, man? Yeah, gays do run the fashion industry. That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of gay people in power positions in this country. A lot of people don't realize that. And most of them are in the closet. All through the music industry. A lot of these people practice law, attorneys, judges. A lot of these people are homosexuals. You know, the Jews, they don't run nothing, man. They don't run nothing. The Jews don't run nothing, man. Don't believe the hype, man. The Jews have jobs, but they don't run nothing. In my opinion, is a coach reports film out. Yeah, of course it is. That's where they want things to go. They want guys. Look, there's no place for there's no really place for masculine men in this society. Really, if you're a masculine man in this society, you're a loner. You're gonna be alone a lot. You're gonna be by yourself a lot. They run the banks. What do you mean? They don't run no bank. White guys run the banks, man. White guys been running these white families been running these banks for over 400 years, man. Probably longer than that. White guys run the banks. This whole concept came from Europe. There ain't no Jewish people in Europe. Not the ones that's running shit anyway. I hear a lot of people talking that shit. Not any if you know your history, wasn't no Jewish person running shit like for hundreds and hundreds of years. Really. I mean, think about how this country came into existence. Fuck, Christopher Columbus wasn't even Jewish. Go figure. I mean, I remember. Let's break the concept of a Jewish. What's a Jewish person anyway? A Jewish person. I remember if someone said they was a Jew 15 years ago, it was that's a religion, right? It was a religion. Now, 5 years ago, people, if you say, I'm a Jewish, I'm a Jew. A Jewish, that's a person now. So how the hell did we get from a religion to a person? You understand how confusing that is? It doesn't make any sense. So you got a lot of people that are putting out these messages in American society. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, Jewish is a religion. You got people that's claiming that they're Jewish, that all kinds of people now. You got Drake, you got Caucasian people, you got people from the Middle East, you got all kind of people claim they're Jewish. This doesn't make any sense. How do you believe the Jews running? Yeah, they don't run nothing. Masculine men are seen as a threat. The Jews come from a part of Russia. They come from Israel. That's where they came from. You know, before they stole the land or whatever they done to get it, or whatever. The goal is to run, and then even the people that's in Israel now, they're not the original people. Russia is a creation of just like the United States of America. That's all Russia is. Soviet Union, whatever you want to call it. The goal is to turn black men feminine, which makes them docile and non-threatening. Yep, you're right about that. True, the more like culture. Yeah, they say they are Jews through blood. They'll say anything. What? There's no such thing as a Jewish bloodline. That doesn't make any sense. Scientifically speaking, that doesn't make any sense. It don't exist. Jewish bloodline. What is that? See, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people are putting stuff out here in the media, and they're trying to push a narrative that they want, and they'll keep pumping it out there, and they'll keep. If you say something long enough, it'll tend to be believable after a while, and then people will catch on to it, and a video will go viral, and before you know it, everybody will say, "Hey, the Jews are running the music business now." What? Please. Look, people own these big record labels way before people started coming over to this country, man. You know. What up, Splash? They caught some Jews in Babylon and Brooklyn selling body parts to funeral home. Yeah, body parts is big business in this country. That's like shit. I think the body parts, that might be either the first or second biggest moneymaker in this country. I think music is the biggest moneymaker, and then body parts. Either or. It's either body parts or music business or publishing business. That's like one of the big. Those are the two biggest moneymakers in this country. If a mother is a Jew, you're Jewish. Yeah, that's what they say. Identity narratives. Yep, you're right. Everybody, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, baby. John Carl, the Israelites from the biblical times are the real Jews. Until the Romans ran them out their land, now fake converted Jews live in the land. Yeah, I heard about that, John Carter. Yeah, religion dominates the society that we live in, really, especially outside of the United States. These other groups of people live and die by their religion. Shoot. Really? And one thing about religion, everywhere you go, it's like if whatever religion is dominates that society, you start seeing a bunch of statues. If you start seeing a bunch of statues of somebody that look like Christopher Columbus in that society, that tells you a lot. It's like if you go to places like Mexico, I don't know if you've ever been to Mexico. If you've been to anywhere in South America, basically, you're going to see a lot of statues that look like Christopher Columbus. Everywhere. Palestine with the help of America, the Allies in the 40s and 50s, there was no such thing as Israel. Yeah, Apple Mac, that's a good point. These Jews are selling skin, folks who died of cancer. Crazy. Nothing religious about these people. Man, doesn't take up us to that. Yeah, a lot of these people hide behind their religion. And let's just be clear. A lot of these people that claim to be so holy and religious, they ain't following the doctrine by their book that they read. A lot of these people are perpetrating the fraud. So I don't really buy into that crap. If somebody say they're a Christian or a Jew or whatever, Catholic or a Muslim, I don't assume that they're living the life that they claim to be. A lot of times, religion is used as kind of like a secret, like a club. It's seen as people use it as to create their own economy. For the most part, that's what it's used for the most part. It's a useful tool to control the masses. Yeah, it's a useful tool to control the masses, no doubt about it. But most of these people that are that start these organizations, they use it as a way to create their own economy. For the most part, people use religions to get away with scandalous behavior. Yep, exactly. They use it for all of that. Splash. That's a good point. They already think the masses of people are dumb anyway. You gotta keep this in mind. They already think the masses of people are dumb and stupid. So if they can get some of these people to join their organization, that's a moneymaker. It's a money grab. Why do you think some people that used to be in some type of organized crime, or they always become pastors? A lot of them do. A lot of entertainers become pastors because it's a money grab. I mean, if you're an entertainer, if you've been performing on stage for a long time, and you start a church, you still entertaining people. It's the same thing. I mean, if you know how to talk the talk, if you know how to speak the word, you still speaking the word. You're just doing it in a religious form, from the Bible's perspective. The two best weapons to control people is racism and religion. Yep, you're right about that. They use religion to make themselves feel holy, to cover up their dirt. That happens a lot. Massive people are dumb. Yeah, like I said, they already think they're dumb anyway. So it's like they'll just try to get as much money they can get out of them as usual. Many Jews scam the welfare system. A lot of people scam the welfare system. Way better than the people that I grew up around. Way better than black people. I tell you that much. Shit. You can't follow any of those Abraham doctrines from beginning to end without any more ridicule. It's a lot of sick stuff in these books. Yeah, I know, right? A lot of stuff in the Bible is coded. So a lot of people misread what the doctrine and a lot of these stuff that really happened in the Bible. It's a lot of pastor modern day pimps. A lot of them are. Pastor scam the black community. Try to take their money, I guess. TD Jakes, baby. You know what? I like TD Jakes, man. I don't know, man. Something about TD Jakes, man. He do some good, man, and he do things that's not so good, in my opinion. Check this out. America promotes this pull yourself up by your bootstrap bullshit, while the old time they're working together as a group to hold you down. Black women give these pastors their rent. These churches are full with majority of women all over this country. That's just what it is. You're not gonna see a bunch of guys in these churches. It's majority, 80% is women. That's just across the board. I met women that members of all kinds of churches, and I see the same thing. 80% of the money comes from women. But yeah, when it comes to bootstrapping, ain't nobody bootstrapping shit, man. That's a bunch of bullshit. Ain't nobody doing nothing out here by themselves. That's on a massive level. So anybody that you see that's very successful, ain't nobody bootstrapping nothing. You got people out here that they got support. Somebody's backing them. Someone gave them the money. They didn't start from nothing. That's a bunch of crap. You got a lot of these people out here that talk that bootstrap crap. They got trust funds, stocks, bonds. They're a trust fund baby. They got a land on some reservation. They family claim the Native Indian. They bought their way in a long time ago. So that's a bunch of crap. Don't buy into that shit. Because a lot of these people get money every year. So don't fall for that crap. So they say, none of these people, I've met some people, man, they'll live in the city, and work their regular job just like everybody else. And back home, they got a house on the reservation somewhere in Idaho, somewhere, or somewhere in, I don't know, Kentucky on the reservation or whatever. They got a big ass house on the reservation where they can go and take a vacation or spend time with the family or whatever, and they get anywhere between 20 to 50,000 a year, and then they got a trust fund and all that shit. So don't fall for that bullshit. So whenever people start talking about, hey, you got a bootstrap, I worked so hard to achieve what I want, get out of here. I know what time it is out here. It helps, boy. These chicks are brainwashed to see the pastor as their God. They listen to pastor. Well, the pastor is their God. Pimps are not considered a bad thing when only white dudes were doing it before slavery. And pimping wasn't a bad thing until black males started getting into it. No doubt about it, Apple Mac. The system is set up for women to win. Yeah, pimping wasn't always a bad thing, man. Now keep in mind, Apple Mac, pimping, tricking off was for white guys in the beginning. So you had the pimp that used to supply the girls for the white guys. They used to work corporate jobs back in the day, or for that's how they got started, basically. Tricking off was for white guys. Prostitutes were for white guys. Now what happened is when things started to open up and started to expand, like in the 50s and 60s, it started to be a lot of pimps, black pimps. And the 80s came around and it started to be more and more. And that's when the 80s came around, that's when they started making stupid money. And that's when it became a problem. So even cocaine, bro, it wasn't a bad thing, until a lot of black males got involved, and it became a problem. So whenever, if you really think about it, this is really a pattern in this society all the way back to the 30s. Whenever something comes about, it's not necessarily looked upon as a bad thing until a lot of black males come in and start making money. Now it's a bad thing. So it's a double standard, Cosmic Warrior, what's the deal? Anything we do, punish black people for. Yep, that's where the term hunky comes from. Yep, exactly, Apple Mac. Yep, they used to honk the horn. When the white guys pull up, they blow the horn. Yep, that's how it came about. At night, to the black hood looking for the black chicks to drive up on the car. Once from the girl to come out. Yep, that's how it came about. No doubt about it. A lot of people don't know that, Apple Mac. Yeah, a lot of people don't know how the word hunky came about. That's how it came about. Now, weed is okay because they gave the white. Yeah, the weed today, I would not trust it, to be honest. I don't. Let me tell you something, man. Anything that the government is regulating, I don't want no parts of it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't care. I don't care what nobody says. Anything that the government is regulating, telling people, hey, you can't have this, you can't have that, I don't want it. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want to sell it, and I don't want to smoke it. Yeah, I don't want it. Now, some people, they'll disagree with that, of course, and I understand. But I don't want nothing to do with it. Even I've had people approach me to invest. I'm like, nah, I'll pass, brother. It's causing people to chop their penises off. Yeah, I mean, when they first started the dispensaries in California, it was some company open some company online well actually taking investors. They're looking for investors. Like 2, 3, this about 3 years ago. I I pass. I don't want to be involved in no shit like that. Because what's gonna happen if the shit goes bad? Yeah, I don't want to have my name attached to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. You know, I'll pass. All money ain't good money. You know, all money ain't good money, man. You gotta keep that shit in mind, and you gotta watch what you be signing too. A lot of people you know, don't really pay attention to what they be signing. A lot of people think, hey, if I invest in this company and I sign all these papers, they'd be like, and if the deal goes bad, they'd be like, oh, ain't got nothing to do with me, man. No, it don't work like that all the time. No, no. If you are an investor into that company, you're liable for something if it goes bad most of the time. You know, a lot of these guys have to get attorneys when the deal goes bad. But what about if you can't afford to get an attorney? Then what? Then what you gonna do? You're in trouble. You know, that government always have an agenda towards us, especially. Yes, the real savage. There's always gonna be a lot of scams out here. You know why it's gonna always be a lot of scams out here? The real savage is because they know people are stupid out here. They know the masses of people are stupid, dumb, stupid, and ignorant. They already know that. That's why it's some people, their whole business plan is to scam people. You have to go in the mountains in Jamaica where the Rastas are to get natural weed. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got to go in the mountains. No doubt about it. And the mountains, they got all kind of shit up there. Most people have a hive. And they got the sheep mentality. You know? Got that mentality. The sheeple. The sheeple, baby. The pimping game for blacks was never supposed to be a long-term game. It was used as a way to stack chips and turn that shit into owning legit businesses. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of guys became greedy. And then in the 80s, when cocaine came out, that's when shit really got crazy. When cocaine came out in the 80s, man, that really fucked the game up. Really. Yeah. So yeah, we want around and they play on the weak, but we as black people got to come together. I agree, the real savage. 100%. 100%. 110%. No doubt about it. Dun, 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 dun. Shit, man. We've been on here almost. The women in Atlanta. Women in Atlanta, just like any place else, man. They didn't do the right thing with the money. They started blowing the money like rappers on dumb shit. Yep. Break the game now. Women in Atlanta are just like any place else. Pretty much, But me personally, I've met some pretty cool women in Atlanta, man. I don't have any complaints. You know, But women are wild here, though. God damn. There's some wild women here, though, man. That's one thing. We're too busy buying the new Jordans. Now these young kids pop pills, even. Yeah, we live in this is a pill popping society here today. I mean, every woman that I've ever, it's like, I'm talking today. If a woman is over 30 years of age in America today, she either popping some type of pill or used to pop pills. This is a pill popping society that we live in today, man. Even some women used to be on antidepressants, or a lot of these women are sick too. That's another thing a lot of guys don't realize. So what do you think about women in 2018? What I think about women in 2018? My God. A lot of these women, man, it's self-destructing, man. I mean, you got women out there that can't even make it to 40, man, without getting sick. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ. I'm coming back to my house in Atlanta in 3 months or sooner. No, I'm not going nowhere in 3 months, man. Watch that me have a jug. I don't want to have kids with the women of today. Yeah, I know Splash. It's hard to I don't got kids yet either, but I know Splash. That's boys. You got to be careful, boy. Sometimes I wish I would have had kids early when I had the chance. You know, it's at least 3 women I thought about having kids with. I had the opportunity. We talked about it and everything, but I just never did it because I wasn't ready. You know, I just chose to wait later when I was younger. I wanted to wait when I was ready because I was always traveling around all the time. You know, I wasn't stable. I was always moving for every couple of years or whatever. And I was a younger guy. I was into partying and traveling and running the streets all the time. While women today are only looking for a big dick. All they want to talk about. Nah, they can't handle it though. Most of them can't handle it. You selfish up. Nah, I'm not selfish at all, man. All they know is child support and how to get a check for they kid. They're sick to buy and weave and get your nails and toes that the nails puff up their money, so. I mean, you know what? I don't even worry about the child support thing. Really. I ain't worried with that shit. Most guys, that go on child support that I know of, women put them on child support because they know they're not going to do anything about it. You know, in most cases, there's no fear. They don't care. They're like, this guy, he ain't going to do nothing. Shit. I'm going to get what I can get out of him, you know, rape him alive out of his wallets. So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that that's going on. I don't like to watch any violence on TV or whatever. So, but there's a lot of there's a woman that I know right now that she have a lot of characteristics. She's very nurturing, caring, supportive. She's about her money. She's a money maker. She's very ambitious. And I look at her, I'll be like, man, I want her to bear my child. But she's too old. That's the thing, you know? Many men don't make enough to pay decent child support. Yeah, I know. A lot of guys can't really afford to pay child support. They're struggling paying that shit. It comes straight out of their checks. There's so many girls I work with depression and they eat like shit and don't decide what they want a guy to treat them like a queen. You don't even take care of yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of overweight people in America, man. Obese. That's what they been doing. And the good dudes that take care of them. Yeah, a lot of people prey on. A lot of women prey on the good guy, so-called good guys. I know a chick in ATL right now who has like 6 kids for like 4 dudes. I think she would be a great catch for you, Chuck. What do you think? Hell no. She's a hood rat. If she got 6 kids, bro, by 4 different type of guys, she's a hood rat. Go for it, bro. Why do black women submit to white men? Easy to write. Why do black women submit to white guys? Because they own and control all the resources. That's why you're sleeping on them old broads. Don't know the old chicks. They see you. Now you can't have no baby with them old chicks though. I haven't seen child support or this $40 a week. Yeah, I've seen it too. $40. Yeah, I've seen guys have to pay $40 a week too. Them old chicks can't have no baby with them. A lot of the older women do look good. I'm not saying they don't, but can't have no baby with them. I'm not anyway. You know. I'm talking this lady that I know. She's almost 60 years old, but she don't look like it. You know. Yeah, but a lot of Zoe. A lot of That's why a lot of women are submissive to white dudes because they own and control most of the resources. That's it. So it's not. See, it's what's behind the guy that makes a woman submit most of the time. A lot of times, it don't got nothing to do with the guy directly. It has to do with the guy indirectly. I give you an example. Let's say a guy comes from, let's say this is a good example. Let's say a guy is associated with a certain organization, a certain group with clout, power, influence, and she meets this guy and he said, "Hey, I'm a part of uh I'm an athlete. I'm a football player," right? That's impressive to some women, but it ain't really got nothing to do with him. He's just a part of that. So if a woman finds that out, she's gonna perk up and be like, especially if she's in the sports, she's gonna perk up and be like, "Oh, you're in the NFL, okay, whatever," and she'll submit to him. That's what it is. Or he could be in the military. Same thing. I used to be in the Navy, and I said earlier that the Navy is probably the closest thing to being a celebrity. And when we used to get off the ship and pull into these countries, these different cities around the world, I ain't had to do no talking. Very little talking. Just put my hand out and be like, "Hey, y'all coming with us?" Yeah. Shit. That's it. We show us around the town. And at the end of the night, it's going down. That's it. There's no negotiating or what we gonna do. No. Shit, they already know what time it was. Shit. So it's the same idea. So, I've seen a 50-year-old pregnant woman. I've seen it too, Zoe, but I don't want to do it. They own everything. Yeah, they do. They stole everything. If you want a kid, go grab one of those free range kids who's on the street. Kids of bill. Yeah, kids. It's very expensive to have kids. I got a friend that of a single mom of two was always been with 3 different guys from my job before him in the last year. Better fuck that. She gonna put him in a trick bag. Yep. So what is a regular guy to do to get a woman to submit without paying for it? you don't got to pay for it. All you got to do is just focus on getting your life in order, Zoe. And the right women, if you keep doing your thing, keep doing what you're good at, keep enjoying your own life, the right people is going to show up that's really down with you, that's willing to rock with you. And you're going to meet people without even really having to do shit. That's how that happens. That shit happens to me all the time. When I'm out and about, I'm not trying to meet a woman. I just happen to be in a certain place, certain environment at the time, and I just start talking to people. But I don't be fucking trying to get dates. I ain't got time to be dating. I just meet people. I meet women when I meet them. And if we hit it off, we'll exchange phone numbers and get to know each other. And if we do some shit together that makes sense, it's cool. If not, that's cool too. If something goes down, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. That's it. I rock with those that rock with me. That's it. My life, my game, my show. Not having a kid at this point, not worth it. They gotta have one, man. At least one. You black, because nobody know that trick bag. The real savage. Focus on the bag and women will come. Yeah, focus on the bag and women will come. Women are always going to come if you focus on the bag. But when the women come, you got to know what to do. You got to know what to say. Otherwise, you're going to get taken advantage of. All y'all selfish and need to have kids. Now, for a low, low price, I can hook y'all up with some of the finest broads around. You crazy, Apple Mac. Yeah, you know. We are just not suckers. Yeah, you can't be a sucker out here. Can't be a sucker for love. There's a lot of that going on. Can't be a sucker for love. Let them other guys do that. You know? What you been up to? What I've been up to, man, I'm just working, man. Working on a lot of different projects. You know? That's about it, man. You know, I don't do a lot of I'm not very active when it's cold outside. If it's cold outside, I don't really move a lot. I kind of stay inside. Yeah. What are you talking about? Yeah. Quarterback. What are you talking about? Russell Wilson? You think Russell Wilson is a sucker? Well, she can choose or lose. Exactly. That's it. If I get a home, car, good insurance, health insurance, for one thing, she's going to come. When I get everything in order, she be the missing me. Well, hey Zoe, that you should if a woman if you meet a woman after having a house, car, insurance, money, and everything in order, she should have something to bring to the table if she want to be a part of your life. That's how that works. She should be able to add something to the equation. That's how that works. Russell Wilson is a super sucker. God damn. Russell Wilson. He's a nice guy. He seemed like a nice guy, man. So wait a minute. You saying Sierra was ran through, and then she decided to settle with Russell as an alternative? What are you trying to say, Zoe? If a chick ain't on my plan, I leave her with you. Sierra's a buster. She's a buster. Oh, you see I was a bust down, man? God damn, man. See, she seems like a nice person, man. Come on, man. Hey, man. And she'll bring kids around stretch mark. Hey, Sierra seems like a nice person, man. What do y'all think about Sierra? Let's be honest. She seems like a nice person, man. You know, I damn, man. Sierra was random. Yeah. She was ran through, man. Oh man, that's damn, man. That's kind of messed up. Damn. I thought Sierra was cool, man. Busted down more than 3 boxes of pizza. Tastes like dirty Sprite. Oh shit. Hold on, Sierra. But I ain't falling for that bullshit. Yeah, Apple Mac, man. She ain't falling for that bullshit. Yeah, man. You know. I also got sloppy 20 more. So you're saying Sierra was getting ran through behind the scenes. Man, god damn, man. I didn't know she was like that. I thought it was just Future and 50. I thought that was it, man. I thought the only guy she was with, man, is 50 and Bow Wow, 50, and Future. That's all I thought it was, man. She on that Amber Rose shit? God damn. She's an industry chick. Her being fine, you know, got more bodies in a graveyard. Have you having a baby by was over a baby daddy got 5 baby mom? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yes, if Future got some kids, boy. Yeah, but you know, I thought it was just Bow Wow, 50, and Future. That's all I thought it was, man. A lot of them chicks want to come up, be careful, fellas. That's all. That's what I thought, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't follow these celebrities, man, so I don't really know what be going on with them. You know. Yeah, Missy Elliott. Yeah, she's gay. That Missy Elliott's gay, man. I don't think she fuck with guys at all. Yep. I'm talking about ATL homegirl just because she got game. She dated she dated basketball players too? See, I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah. God, Sierra's a bust down, man. So why'd y'all think Russell Wilson got with her, man? What was so special about her that he decided to get married to her? What do y'all think? I was kind of surprised when that happened, to be honest. I'm telling you, man. Man. God damn, man. Let's start pimp. You can start. You know what, man? You come to Atlanta, man. The real savage. What you live here in Atlanta? If you come to Atlanta, you can pimp these. You can pimp a lot of these women here. Let's see, pulling a 15 dildo, trying to fuck her. That's the first time getting a black chick. Nah, that ain't his first time having a black woman, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, Zoe. Get him a certain in the game. Boost your status. Well, yeah. But in football, it doesn't really matter, though. In football, it kind of don't really matter. I mean, what you gonna do with that status? You know, hey, Russell just played football. As far as I know, he was too busy doing his thing to do her background check. For real. He wanted to be her Captain Sabo. We're talking about him right now. Well, I mean, oh, we was talking about him. I mean, he was being talked about before Sierra, though. Really? So Russell was married to a colonizer before he. yeah. Russell's first wife was white. Yeah, that's true. But he living in Seattle, bro. There ain't too many black people up there anyway. I'm telling you, Seattle is an opportunity. Shit. To a con. Yeah. Yeah. So, Seattle's one of them, the whole state of Washington, really. It's one of those places where, shit, you might have to settle. Unless you're going to be sexless. Yeah, Seattle, man. And the whole state of Washington is like pretty much like that, man. I mean, when I first went to Seattle, man, I used to go up there to see my cousin. I asked him, hey, where the black people at around here, bro? Where they at? You gotta go find them. So it's like, shit. There's a lot of Asians up there, a lot of Japanese, a lot of East Indians. So hey, man, you see what that, or you gonna be sexless? I mean, hey, man. Yeah, I mean, shit. Jared's opportunity. Anybody that she can get a come up off, she'll date you. Well, yes, I met a chick from San Diego. All she talked about being home. Usually a white chick. Status, not a big mama. I saw black people at Greyhound. Yeah, they were at the Greyhound. Shit, they're passing through. If you go been getting running through the streets, dude, what the fuck? All of a sudden you want me to believe that shit? Yeah. Like this is get up when you seen that, bro. Yeah, man, and I met a couple of women black women in Seattle. Man, they be struggling there, man. They thirsty for a brother. Yeah. I mean, I told her, I said, hey, you're gonna have to fly to Atlanta. I'm not coming over there to Seattle. She's thirsty, man. She done tested the waters out there with the white guys, but she said it ain't the same. So yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, it's a struggle for a lot of black people in Seattle and the whole state of Washington. They want what they want, but it's hard to find it, boy. Have you ever dated a white chick and have so did you meet that? No, I never dated a white woman. A lot of hipsters live. Yeah, a lot of hipsters do live in Seattle. At the airport in Seattle, look old and raggedy. Yeah, the airport. Most airports look like that though. Splash. Most airports I've been to look like that. The majority of them. Yeah, most of the airports, man, is usually in an area where it's raggedy, and it's usually in the heart of the ghetto. Most airports are like that. You ever notice that? That's like, what's up with that anyway? What's up with that? If you think the airport is old and raggedy in Seattle, you need to come to Atlanta airport. Shit. You need to come to Atlanta airport. Splash, you need to come to Atlanta airport. Me kid, yeah, y'all fall in lust. Why you say that, Apple Mac? Maybe in Chicago is like that. Chicago. I remember Chicago's not that bad. Not like Atlanta. It's over there by Decatur. No, East Point. Splash. The airport's in the East Point. On one side is East Point, and on the other side is College Park. And they now don't talk about shit. I feel beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful inside. You drive out that motherfucker, you'd be like, "This is a raggedy motherfucker." Nah, Decatur's far from the airport, Splash. Yeah, on one side you come out is College Park, and on the other side you come out as East Point. The East Point side is worse than the College Park side. I mean, this is. Am I bullshitting, Apple Mac? Am I bullshitting? You know I'm telling the truth. Gold? Shit. It might be paved, but it ain't gold. Shit. Yeah, man. And it's probably got the most traffic I've ever seen at an airport. God damn. What happened to the ALT security guard? I haven't heard that, though. What happened? Oh, I haven't heard that story. There's so much shit going on around here. The guy that was tasing people. Why he was tasing people? Cause part of my hood. You don't know. you know that ain't one of the busiest in the world. Yeah, that shit is. It got to be the busiest. The busiest I ever seen. He was tasing black women. What the fuck? What the fuck? Tasing black women. What type of shit is that? He targeting black women? He's tasing random black women, or he tasing women that he come into contact with in some type of way. It was in the hood mall. They call him the kick-ass mall cop. So why he's still working? Why he ain't got fired yet? What security company he worked for? What mall is this, Zoe? What mall in the hood? Atlanta Metro? Okay. Yeah. Well, guys, it's been real. As they say, I'm about to sign off. Like this video, share it, check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. And check out my Patreon, man. Check out my Patreon and follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. I'm about to go relax. I'm about to go chill. I'm about to go eat. All that good stuff. So you guys, it's been real. It's been entertaining. It's been very educational. All that good stuff. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.